Sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a critical component of our health and well-being. The stark reality is that skimping on sleep can have dire consequences. It's not just about feeling groggy the next day, it's about the long-term impact on our lifespan. Recognizing this, I shifted my view on sleep, and now it's time to delve into why it should be at the top of your priority list. Consistently sleeping 6 hours or less can be as detrimental as smoking 3 cigarettes a day. While you might feel okay today, the real question is how you'll fare in the years to come. Chronic sleep deprivation is a silent thief, stealthily undermining your health with each passing night. So, what's the magic number for a good night's rest? While 8 hours is often touted as the gold standard, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The average adult needs between 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep, but the true measure is how you feel the following day, and if you're seizing every chance to get adequate rest. Now let's hear from the sleep experts who've dedicated their careers to helping people like you and me. They've compiled actionable tips that promise to transform your sleep habits starting tonight. By understanding the importance of sleep, recognizing the risks of neglecting it, and knowing how much you need, you're already on the path to better sleep. Stay tuned for these life-changing strategies and prepare to embrace the restorative power of a good night's sleep. The quest for better sleep is universal, and it starts with debunking the myth that some people just can't sleep. This belief is a misconception. Sleep isn't an on-off switch, but a gradual process. To ease into rest, consider the power of perception. Your brain needs to wind down, much like how we dim the lights to signal nighttime. One practical tip is to make a to-do list before bed. This isn't just any list, it's a mental dump to clear your mind. By doing so, you're not only organizing your thoughts, but also safeguarding your natural melatonin levels. Speaking of melatonin, did you know that watching the sunrise can help increase it? It's a simple yet effective way to align your body with natural sleep-wake cycles. Now let's talk about sleep drive, which is fueled by physical activity. Movement is essential. It builds the inclination to sleep by making us physically tired. In a society where sedentary lifestyles are common, lack of movement is a significant barrier to good sleep. So get moving. Your sleep quality may just depend on it. Remember, a body in motion not only stays in motion, but also rests better when it's time to recharge. The secret to great sleep might surprise you. It's about being as content lying awake as you are when you're fast asleep. If you think lying awake in bed is awful, you're going to struggle. But if you're kind of thinking, well, I'd like to sleep, but if I don't, it's okay, you'll be fine. This mindset shift can transform your relationship with bedtime. For those who find sleep elusive, consistency is key. Setting a consistent wake-up time and bedtime tunes your body into its natural rhythm. It's not just about the hours you spend in bed, but the regularity with which you do so. This can be a game changer for restless sleepers. Calming the mind isn't something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. Meditation, for instance, can be a powerful tool. Calming the mind is a skill. It's not a genetic trait you inherited from your mother. A pre-sleep routine like 30 minutes of meditation can be the perfect way to wind down and prepare for rest. And what about our late-night phone habits? The glow of screens can keep us awake. The advice here is straightforward yet challenging to implement. Put the phone in the kitchen to sleep. It's about creating a physical separation from our devices to help us disconnect and drift off. Just like that drawer over there, make a dedicated space that signals it's time to charge up for the next day, both for your phone and yourself. Struggling to catch those elusive Z's? You might be overlooking the simple fact that cooler temperatures can significantly improve sleep quality. If you find yourself tossing and turning, try opening a window or lowering the thermostat. A cooler environment mimics the body's natural temperature drop during sleep, leading to a more restful night. But what about when a good sleep environment isn't enough? The two most common culprits disrupting sleep are often unrecognized by sufferers: sleep disorders like sleep apnea, narcolepsy, and insomnia. These conditions can stealthily erode sleep quality, leaving you exhausted and frustrated. If someone suspects they have a sleep disorder, what should they do? This question hits home for many, including those who've battled sleep apnea and found themselves nodding off as early as 7 p.m. The key is to seek treatment. With proper intervention, it's possible to overcome these disorders, sometimes to the point where devices like the CPAP machine are no longer needed. Don't let undiagnosed sleep issues steal your slumber. Take action and reclaim your nights. Let's tackle a common misconception. I can't sleep without my sleeping pill. This belief is a myth that needs busting. While melatonin and other supplements can be beneficial for those with a solid sleep routine or frequent travelers, the idea that one becomes unable to sleep without these aids is false. It's crucial to understand that it's impossible not to sleep. The data on sleeping pills paints a stark picture, revealing their effectiveness is often overstated. Moving on to alcohol, many believe a nightcap helps them drift off to dreamland. However, research tells a different story. Alcohol, even a single drink before bed, can significantly disrupt sleep. It creates an illusion of rest as your body might be unconscious, but it's not cycling through the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are essential for feeling refreshed. Lastly, let's discuss THC, the active component in marijuana. Some people use it hoping for better sleep, but the evidence suggests caution. THC is known to interfere with REM sleep, the stage associated with dreaming and memory consolidation. So while it might seem like it's helping you to fall asleep, it could be compromising the quality of your rest. Ever wondered if snacking before bed is a sleep disruptor? Conventional wisdom suggests a gap of several hours between dinner and bedtime to ensure a restful night. But let's face it, hunger pangs can be an unwelcome bedtime companion. If you're feeling peckish, a light snack might be better than tossing and turning with an empty stomach. Moving on to caffeine, that beloved stimulant many of us rely on. The rule of thumb, avoid caffeine 6 hours before hitting the hay. But not all caffeinated drinks are created equal. An espresso, for instance, zips through your system faster than a high-octane energy drink. So, while your evening espresso might be okay, that mega triple trigger from Monster could be a no-go. And here's the kicker. Caffeine's impact varies wildly from person to person. Dr. Andrew Huberman points out that individual experimentation is key. For some, the caffeine curfew might extend to a whopping 12 hours. So it's not just about what you consume, but also who you are. Listen to your body, and you'll find your perfect caffeine cutoff. Knowledge is often touted as power, but let's take a moment to challenge that notion. It's not just about accumulating information, it's about what you do with it. Think about it. How many times have you watched an educational video or read a book and felt enlightened, only to never implement what you've learned? The truth is, knowledge becomes power only when it's applied. It's like having a toolkit but never actually building anything. I've been there, scrolling through endless content, mistaking consumption for improvement. But the real question is, how can we turn our knowledge into action? Start by consulting experts like those in sleep science and ask what you can do tonight to make a positive change. You don't need fancy gadgets to measure your sleep quality. Just rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. Choose one aspect to improve and focus on that. Small, consistent changes can lead to significant transformations. What's one thing that resonates with you? Pick that and give it a try. I did the same 2 years ago, and it made all the difference. Remember, the journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts with a single step. If this message resonates with you, show your support. Like this video, subscribe to the Mind Mastery channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future insights. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to guiding you through more empowering content in our next video.